Hello everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday and welcome to a brand new episode on my podcast Monday Morning Muse. Usually my scripting for the week is done on Tuesday or Wednesday and I record it by Thursday or Friday so that my husband has ample time to edit my recording. And the topic for the upcoming week is decided on the previous Sunday night itself while we go out on late night rounds and return back home. This week was no exception. My topic for this Monday was decided last week itself. Quite a serious topic. It was Mental Health Awareness Week from May 13th to the May 19th. So I decided let's talk on the mental health. But do you know what the irony was? Last week I was so held up at office that I lost my mental peace. I literally didn't have time to even get up and stretch my body. I had back-to-back calls throughout the day and then I had to stretch post office hours to complete the work I missed attending these calls. In this scenario, forget mental peace. Did I have time to work on this script? No. And I had to start writing this only on Saturday afternoon. But when I was thinking about it before sleep on Friday night, I was wondering, I don't have time to sit back, relax and watch my son play with the kitchen tools pretending to make yummy fried rice for 10 minutes. Then what's the point in how much ever we earn? It's not just the pressure that we go through at our workspace, but various other things that affect our peace basically. And this Mental Health Awareness Week is initiated by Mental Health Foundation in UK and since 2001. Its main focus has been mental health improvement. The main purpose of this is to highlight and campaign for better mental health, access to support system for mental well-being, and also to build a future where mental health is handled right and taken seriously. Mental health includes our emotional, psychological and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel and act. It also determines how we handle stress, relate to others and make healthy choices. And this mental health is important at every stage of our lives, starting from childhood through adolescence, that's a very important phase, and until our old age. Let's start with childhood. You might wonder what mental peace for a kid. Yes, but we do see ads for coding classes for kids who haven't even stepped into senior schools yet. From where is this pressure coming up? A kid's childhood phase is a phase where he has to enjoy and live with innocence. This is when they have to wonder about how did the water get into the coconut? How does the butterfly pat its wings? How does the waves come up to his little feet and move back? Enjoy the little games in the park. Learn fun activities like skating, swimming, dancing or singing. And at this age, we parents expect them to excel in coding, which he will eventually one day learn after 15 years and slog for the rest of his life. Not just coding. Parents want to show their kids as the best among the rest in everything. A 4-year kid is speaking about likes and subscribers. Doesn't this instill the pressure of being liked by everyone at the earliest stage of their life? Then what will be their expectation as they grow? What will be their reaction if someone refuses to like them? Obviously, we cannot be loved by everyone, right? Even worse, the most famous dialogue. I didn't get to learn all this during my childhood, you learn. I couldn't be a doctor, you become one and fulfill my dreams. So where does the dream of the little one go? What if he or she wants to be a chef? Sometimes I think the pressure of showing us as a wonderful or best parent, we pass that pressure on to the little one and end up not letting them live their innocent childhood in peace. And adolescence phase, the most vulnerable phase. Everything comes up together at this point. We want to study well, to get into the right track for our future. We are influenced by the way others look and eventually end up bothering too much on our looks. Love sometimes. It might start as early as from their teens. Fear of failure, because we have been fed with thoughts implying failure is not accepted. These all lead to trauma which might go to the extent of suicidal thoughts. Research says suicide is the second largest cause of death amongst the adolescents. Okay, we cross all this and join work. The pressure we go through there at office space. I started off with my last week's experience, right? While I had an opportunity to travel to France, my mentor there will shut down her laptop sharp when the clock ticks 5. And she did this once when we were in the middle of tying up our numbers for the close. And I looked at her in a weird way, because we Indians are tuned to stay back even till the midnight to close our work, right? And her response was, "It's 5, end of shift." I said, "But we committed to close this today." And she said, "Yes, but we couldn't. Work will still be there, deadline is on the paper, but if it's not done, it's not done. Work is work, but my life is my life. I have to leave," and she did leave. Did I learn my lesson there? I shamelessly will say no. I stayed back and completed my work and left for the day at 7. My sister-in-law resides in the US. She is also very particular about the work hours. She asks me, "Why do you extend? Tell them you can look into it tomorrow and shut down." But if I do that in India, will I still be having a job the next day? Who has developed this toxic culture, or who will bring a change to it? I leave it to the Almighty, especially because there are still business tycoons who say the youth of today should work 70 hours per week. That's on an average 10 to 14 hours a day. So much said on the mental piece, but what can be done to make it better? First and foremost, physical activity. Regular physical activity is known to improve your mental health, quality of life and well-being. Exercise releases feel-good hormones that reduces the feeling of stress and anger. It also helps us feel better about our bodies, and it can improve our sleep too. In fact, the theme for 2024 Mental Health Awareness Week is movement, moving more for mental health. Spend the first 1 hour of your day screen-free. Meditate, plan your day, hydrate yourself, take in the fresh air before the pollution creeps in. Have something to do outside of your study or work. Have your hobbies which you want to do for yourself, at least for 1 hour a day. Be it as simple as putting on a radio and getting cozy on your recliner, reading books, baking, etc., 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 your choice. Engage more with the nature, the biggest stress killer. Sleep, maintain a good sleep routine, very, very important. Eat healthy foods that's full of nutrients. Avoid stress eating sugary foods. I did that last week. That will just worsen everything, including your health and your gut. Build a good friend circle with whom you can laugh your heart out, or even better, travel around once in a while with them. And finally, have at least one person in your life you can trust everything with. Open up if you feel stressed or depressed. Life is just once and it's meant to be lived. Don't deposit garbage, rather feed good thoughts to your heart and soul. Let's stop running behind something or the other all the time and appreciate the calmness in a slow life once in a while. Let us live one day at a time, but to the fullest. Nothing is more important than being mentally healthy and at peace. And if you know someone who isn't, try to offer help. Just a small hope that someone is there to open up will give them a huge relief. And if they are going through something too big to handle, push them to take professional help. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope you liked it. Request you to subscribe, like, and pin your comments on this episode. I will be back again next Monday with another episode of Monday Morning Muse. Until then, spread peace and take care. Lots of love.